to the Ophidian Redux fact. Today I'm gonna make a little fact about what Ophidian Redux is and try to answer to multiple questions that I had over the last few days since announcing that Ophidian Redux was gonna be released next Friday. Well, the first question is, what is Ophidian Redux per se? Ophidian Redux is a standalone card game set on the Ophidian Universe that is 100% compatible with both Ophidian 2350 CCG and Ophidian 2360. And as some longtime players and fans of Ophidian 2350 CCG may remember, from 2004 to 2006, there were released 5 print and play expansion sets without any artwork or graphics, just text on a card to print at home. I was the designer of those sets back in the day, and Ophidian Redux is actually the repurpose review of those full card text sets with some graphics added and a fully updated text to fit into the audiences and to the new audience and new potential players. As well, I'm also adding some new additional content never seen before and published them on GameCrafter in print format for the first time ever. Another question that someone made me is Ophidian Redux just consistent with cards that were made in the old print and play expansion set files? No. And even though that most of the cards from Ophidian Redux came from those original files, I'm adding almost 100 brand new cards that will be spread between all the currently 5 Ophidian Redux planned releases. Another question. Are the original print and play expansion sets files still available? Yes. You may find them as a free download on the Ophidian Universe website, alongside with all things Ophidian related at ophidianuniverse.blogspot.com. Another question was, what is really the Ophidian Redux Legacy of the Arenas? Well, Ophidian Redux Legacy of the Arenas is the first release of the Ophidian Redux game, and it consists in a storage box that may hold up to 460 sleeved Ophidian cards or 625 unsleeved Ophidian cards. Plus, it also comes with a total of 108 cards. Following that, what are those 108 cards precisely? Well, those cards are 2 Ophidian Redux card sets and a handful of hand-ons to clarify the new rules, mechanisms, and even game aids. Regarding the 2 sets, the first is called Ophidian Redux Preview decks and contain 2 30-card decks to play right out of the box. And from those decks, you will uncover 42 unique cards. The second deck, the second set is called Ophidian Redux Legendary Xmas, and is a complete 34 card expansion set. Another question: does the Ophidian Redux Legacy of the Arenas come with a rulebook? Yes. When you purchase a copy, you can find a free download for the Ophidian Redux Quick Rules, which enable players to start playing right out of the box. In alternative, on the box, you will also find a QR code that will link to the Ophidian Universe website, and there you will find the Ophidian Redux Quick Rules and many other resources and rules for all the others Ophidian games. Another question was, you mentioned other games. Does Ophidian Redux Legacy of the Arenas may use rules from other Ophidian games? Yes. Ophidian Redux was designed to be 100% compatible with Ophidian 2350 CCG and Ophidian 2360, meaning that you can play it using any of the rule systems from those two games, or use the Ophidian Redux full rulebook that will be available very soon. And next question is, does Ophidian Redux have in-game lore or storylines? My answer is, being the writer for Ophidian games since 2004, I wouldn't forget to learn here. So yes, Ophidian Redux takes place on the broader Ophidian universe that starts in 2350 and goes to the currently present day of 2369. Next question. Regarding the cards, do you consider using cards, and why? No. When I was developing it, Ophidian Redux was always meant to be an updated version of the print and play sets. And those original files didn't add any art. So I went with the tradition. Next question. Are Ophidian Redux cards black or white bordered cards? White, just from a design perspective. I wanted to make cards different from all the other card games that currently exist in the market, just for that. And I also tried using black border, and the results were, it distracted a lot from the game. Another question, why use Game Crafter instead of Kickstarter or Indiegogo? Well, mostly due to what I wanted, that everyone who acquires Ophidian Redux adds the smallest time delay in receiving the game possible. I will explain. If you choose to use a Kickstarter or Indiegogo campaign, anyone that may want the game would have to wait for the end of the campaign for the release. Then you would have to wait for the factory or press to send the cards to me, imagine. And then I would arrange them and ship them to the person in question. That whole processing time is no less than 6 months to a year minimum. So while using a print-on-demand service like the Game Crafter, One just need to go to the game site, order, pay a copy, or as many as they wish, and just wait a couple of days to receive them at home. As the game is printed in US, it's faster. Next question. Where on Game Crafter can I find Ophidian Redux? Well, you can already find the first release at www.thegame.crafter.com/games/Ophidian Redux legacy off to arenas, but it will only be available to buy on November 18, 2002. And the following releases will be linked on the game, all the game's pages. Next question. How many releases will have Ophidian Redux? For now, I plan to release 5 Ophidian Redux releases, being the first release this month, Legacy of the Arenas, then next year in February, The Surge of the Fables will be released, followed in May with the Disclosure from the Elf-Wolves. Then, in August, the Champion's Ascension will arrive, and ending on November of next year with Tomorrow Anew. All the releases will be full sets of 108 cards each, with the exception of the first release, which only has 96 unique cards. Even though overall it's also a 108 card set. Next question. Why does Ophidian Redux Legacy of the Arenas have an MSRP price of $27.99 when it should be the triple of it? Yes, it should have been priced higher, but low price was actually made by design. First, my goal with Ophidian Redux is to get more players and enhance the existing card pool from of 2350 and 2360. So I purposely chose a low price to make that happen easier. If someone wants to get more than one set to try, or want to make a deck with more than one copy of a card, the low price helps that person to get another set to create that deck. And with it, we'll have enough cards to share with their friends to keep the game flowing and creating a community grow. Next question. What will happen, and last, what will happen after those 5 releases are done? Well, the Ophidian future for now is still to be determined. As if all those 5 releases gain and sell well, I will continue developing it, even release the long-awaited solitary rules for Ophidian. But to be honest, and as clear as I must be, it all depends on sales. If Ophidian Redux sells well, and we start getting more active players, I may continue making new sets. On the other hand, if Ophidian Redux flops, I believe that those 5 sets will be my swan song. Probably I will retire for some time from this universe, as it has been 18 years working non-stop on this Ophidian universe, one way or another. So I will rest from the Ophidian universe for a while. And with this, I will end the frequently asked questions regarding Ophidian Redux. I hope you have enjoyed this little video, or if you are listening to the podcast, you enjoy our tales from Ophidian Games podcast too, or both. That would be awesome. If you have another question for me, just write in comments below in any of the platforms where I'm posting this, and I'm here to answer all your questions. That's all for now. See you next Friday for the release of Ophidian Redux, Legacy of the Arenas. It's arena time.